Two worlds meet on the edge of the Aegean, city-states and empire.
These islands are bridges and future battlegrounds.
Here, geography decides how war moves, especially by sea. Persia moves on roads, order and supply, logistics as a weapon. Greece answers with discipline, shield, spear, and resolve.
A single pass can slow an empire. And a narrow sea can destroy a king's plan. Xerxes will demand not compromise, but submission.
One strategist will wager everything on the sea.
From 499 to 449 BCE, this is Greece versus Persia.
Greece is carved by mountains. Power fractures into city-states. Across the water, Ionia, Greek cities living under Persian rule. Athens rises, debate, trade, and ambition.
Sparta hardens itself. War as identity.
Between continents, choke points decide invasions. Persia. Wealth on a scale the Greek world can barely imagine.
Luxury here is not vanity. It is imperial language.
In Greece, power is argued in public, and unity is fragile.
Prosperity grows, and so do rivalries.
Ionia becomes the hinge, where cultures meet and tension gathers.
In 499 BCE, news spreads. Revolt.
The Ionian Revolt begins. Greek cities resisting Persian control.
Athens and Eretria choose to help, earning Persia's attention. A small intervention can ignite a giant response.
498 BCE, Sardis burns, and the empire remembers.
By 493 BCE, Persia crushes the revolt and turns toward punishment.
Darius targets Athens and Eretria, names that crossed an empire. Persia prepares the first invasion, methodically. Across Greece, signals answer signals, fear turning into resolve. 490 BCE, Marathon waits. 490 BCE, Persia lands where the ground favors speed. Archers, light infantry, range and mobility. On open plains, Persia expect to control the distance. Athens answers with citizens, heavy armor, tight formation. Not heroes, men who cannot afford to break. Between them, a stretch of earth that decides everything. Then, Athens chooses movement.
They run to close the arrow's advantage.
Bronze observes the storm.
Now it's physics, mass, momentum, discipline.
Pressure shifts, and the line begins to fold.
War leaves artifacts before it leaves answers.
Persia withdraws, fast!
And Athens realizes this victory is not an ending. Athens survives and becomes a permanent problem for Persia.
Persia plans again. Larger, slower, unstoppable.
A decade passes. Preparation deepens on both sides.
Athens finds silver and turns it into ships.
A navy is built plank by plank.
He argues, the sea will decide the next invasion.
Old rivals form a fragile alliance.
A new king leads Persia, Xerxes, and the scale changes. Persia mobilizes the largest invasion the Greek world ever faced.
Not just soldiers, an invasion system.
A military machine wrapped in wealth.
480 BCE, Persia prepares to cross from Asia into Europe.
If you want to understand how war shaped our world, stay with us.
480 BCE, Persia crosses from Asia into Europe.
An empire in motion. Soldiers, engineers, supplies, certainty. Greece argues while time collapses.
Sparta chooses a delaying action, buying time with lives.
Thermopylae, where geography becomes a weapon. The message is simple. Every stele will cost you. A small wall against a vast tide. Persia offers terms. Greece refuses. Xerxes expects obedience because empire is built on it.
In the pass, numbers lose meaning.
Wood bends, bronze answers. Discipline turns a small force into a machine. Even an empire pays, first in time, then in fatigue. At sea, Artemisium mirrors the pass, delay and denial. Artemisia reads the water like a battlefield. In tight channels, ships die in seconds.
One mistake, 1 second, changes the sea.
Leonidas understands the math of sacrifice. Then comes the turning point. Information. A hidden path is revealed around the pass. He stays, so others can withdraw and fight again.
Thermopylae falls and becomes a symbol.
At sea, Greece retreats toward a final idea.
Athens empties itself, choosing survival over stone.
Athens falls, but the fleet remains. Now Greece chooses the battlefield. 480 BCE, Salamis. A battlefield made of water and space.
Themistocles bets everything on one condition. The sea must stay narrow.
In a trireme, rhythm is power.
Ordinary men pull history forward, one stroke at a time.
Greece waits, disciplined, silent.
Persia arrives, believing numbers are destiny.
Xerxes watches, expecting an ending.
Artemisia senses the danger before it bites.
Greece retreats on purpose.
Then the strait closes like a fist.
In tight water, Persia cannot breathe.
The sea writes its own testimony.
This is not chaos. It's calculation.
One strike can erase 1,000 plans.
Numbers become a liability. Control slips right in front of the king.
Some survive by thinking faster than the storm.
Salamis doesn't just win a battle, it breaks the invasion. Persia must choose. Risk everything or retreat. Mardonius stays, promising a land victory.
Xerxes returns to Asia. The war remains.
479 BCE, Plataea. The land decides what the sea began.
Thermopylae taught them time. Now they demand an outcome. Mardonius bets on open ground, Persia's preferred battlefield. Mardonius bets on open ground, Persia's preferred battlefield.
Then the lines collide, and discipline becomes destiny.
When command breaks, an army breaks.
Plataea ends the second invasion.
That same year, Mycale. Persia's grip loosens in Ionia.
Not conquest! Release!
Trade returns. Harbors breathe again. Athens turns victory into naval power. An alliance becomes a system. Sparta watches the balance shift.
The Delian League forms, defense at first, then control.
Persia adapts. Less invasion, more influence.
Sometimes the sharpest weapon is payment. Empires pass, but choices echo.
From spear to satellite, war changes shape, not nature.
And it always begins with a map.
History is not the past. It is the foundation of who we are.